I'm A.
And I'm B.
This is AV Unfiltered.
Ask the aunties. All right, let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for looking at my friend's vagina?
Ooh.
I'm scared to read forward.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, throwaway, as my friends know, I use Reddit. Okay, I know what throwaway means.
Good
That
idea.
means they created a new account so nobody knows they're telling people that they looked at their friend's vagina. Woo.
Okay.
All
Let's see
right.
how this came about.
Yes, well, the good starting point is, she says, I'm a lesbian and have been out since I was a teenager. I'm now 26. Good for you, girl. And good for your support community.
Loud and proud.
Yay. This has mostly been fine, except for one friend, we'll call her Julia. She always makes snide comments about not wanting to be near her when we discuss girl stuff. I usually ignore it. Anyway, because lockdown has eased where I am, me and a few others decided to go to my friend Sasha's pool party. So we were all getting changed in Sasha's bedroom. Then I noticed a big black furry thing out of the corner of my eye. Quite literally assuming it was a cat. Meow. I turned to look. Is this hilarious or what?
I know, I've read ahead, yes, I know.
Nope. It's Julia's pubes. Nothing wrong with it. Folks nowadays don't like to grow them.
Yes.
Sticking out of her bikini bottoms. Yay, Julia! No need to have to whack, whack. Anyway, that's the ripping of wax.
Yeah.
I go over to her and subtly, how do you subtly communicate if you go over to address somebody's pubes hanging out of their bikini bottoms?
Well, that's why I wear board shorts now. But
That's why I wear board
Yeah,
shorts.
you're like, did you forget to wax? Did you forget to shave? Something like that.
Or you want to tuck in those extra danglies? She probably went over there to say, let me help you.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I whisper, your pubes are out. That's a good one. Is it pube out season? And she spins around and calls me a pervert. That was nice of her to say.
Yeah.
Tell her your pubes
Yeah,
are showing.
because like a friend will tell you when you have something green on your tooth.
Yeah,
and
a friend.
A friend will tell you when your pubes are out, and if your boobs are out.
And it's your pubes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Even if they're a stranger, that's a friendly person. Tuck that girl. Not knowing how to react, I just stand there in shock as she berates me for looking at her vagina.
Okay, so there's a big difference here. Like, this is your pelvic region. I think we need, some visuals here. This is your pelvic region, and then you have pubic hair covering the pelvic region, which Mother Nature put there for a reason. It helps fight infections. I know it's not the most sightly thing ever, but then your vagina is something completely different than your pubes. So,
Absolutely.
people just need to learn what a vagina is, and there is a sad lacking of knowledge of the female anatomy in our society, apparently even among lesbians.
Yeah, and first off, if you didn't know, pubes do have a reason for being there. They help us. Now, this girl had on a bikini. Anybody who puts on a bikini knows people are going to look at her entire body. Entire. And why push back over someone trying to help?
Right. Because Julia, she doesn't want you. Not interested.
I'm not sure on that one, but
I am.
But she did put it in a very nice way.
Yeah.
I think she handled
Yeah.
it well.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that you shouldn't argue with stupid.
That's
So
smart.
laughed and went out to enjoy the party. I wonder if Julia walked out with her pubes tucked in.
Or shaved.
Or scissors.
Yeah.
No, I mean with scissors, clipped with scissors.
Yeah, yeah.
A few minutes later, Sasha comes out to ask me what happened. I explain the situation with Julia, to which she rolls her eyes and tells me not to worry. The rest of the night was awesome. However, I'm getting texts from my friends telling me not to try and turn other people into lesbians and that I'm a pervert. So, Reddit, am I the a-hole for telling Julia that her vag was hanging out? Well, you didn't even say that, girl.
It wasn't vag. It was her pubes, and as someone who was quite furry at one time, I would have appreciated that. And, I would have appreciated, I think you were a good friend to her, and you did not want her to embarrass herself. But,
Exactly.
But now you know that Julia
And
yes.
the people around you
Yeah.
are have some homophobia.
Yes.
Or some personal body shaming that they're not willing to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in a bikini, to me, wearing a bikini is the most vulnerable and most sexy thing anybody can do at any age.
Then I never do it. She does.
Yeah.
She's
And you're vulnerable when you do it.
Yeah.
If you walk out in public in panties and a bra, it's like walking out in a bikini. Facts.
And I don't do either of those things.
Yes. And so the fact that you're that way and you
Mhm.
don't think people are looking at you from head to toe,
Yeah.
all of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that you don't give a friend who you're changing clothes with
Yeah.
permission to help you cover up.
Right, and then I have, my husband has two sisters who are lesbians, and they are married. So I have 4 sisters-in-law who are lesbian. And if any of them were to come to me and say, hey, your pubes are hanging out, even through your boy shorts, I would appreciate it, and I would not think they were trying to get all up in my business, if you know what I mean.
And
You know?
mine could hang out from my boy shorts.
But,
I don't think hers would from her boy shorts.
but anyway, it doesn't matter because I do try to keep things manicured.
Yeah, I
down
do
there.
on occasion, but
But
sometimes
the whole thing is like nobody can make you gay if you're not gay.
Exactly.
Just like nobody can make you straight if you're not straight.
And don't act like your friend who's not straight, and don't
That's
act
right.
like you're okay with them not being straight when you clearly have issues.
Yeah, I mean you've got issues. You need to get over your homophobia, Julia.
Yeah.
And OP, I think that you are a girl's girl in more ways than one.
Yeah, thanks for standing up for
Yeah.
her. So she had more.
Yes.
There's an edit. Thank you so much, everyone who commented. I'd like to clarify that it was a lip that
Oh,
was hanging
Okay,
out.
that's different. And so
How did she not feel her lip hanging out?
maybe she put on her string bikini backwards. I don't know. I mean, her G-string bikini. I don't know.
Even more reason to say thank you, girl.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, never thought I'd have to type this, LOL.
We never thought we'd have
Her
to read it either.
ASS had sort of absorbed her bikini. You being messy now, girl. Not something you see every day. I've been messaging my friends back and forth who have apologized. That's good. Apparently, Julia had told them something completely different, as usually is the case when somebody who does wrong wants to try to clean up their own act.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, that I was staring at her area and she called it for a good few minutes before pointing it out. As I said, you can't really argue with stupid. Anyway, I blocked Julia on all platforms and have talked to our mutual friends. Turns out not many people like her. I don't have Facebook, so I haven't seen that she'd been posting some pretty racist stuff.
racist and homophobe.
Yeah.
You are well shed of Julia.
Yeah, but she
All of
likes
you.
to walk out in a bikini and a lip. That's what she into.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, it was a black cat. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's slightly confused about why she was even invited, to be honest. We've agreed to cut her off and hopefully never see her again. Pray for Julia! Pray for Julia! And her black cat.
I don't know if you can play away the anti-gay. I don't know.
I agree.
And I don't think you can pray away the anti-black in somebody that wants to be that way.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
Trust me, I have relatives that I have been unable to pray away their hate for people who are not white.
I still pray for her.
You're better than I am.
I do.
You are
I
precious
do.
woman is an angel
I
on
believe
earth.
in change. I've changed. Have I?
But
So
anyway,
it can happen. It can happen. Bravo, girl, for standing
thank you for
up.
sharing.
Yes.
This gave us a lot to think about.
Mm-hmm. And you have some good friends around you. I'm glad the truth was uncovered. I'm glad they found out that, they say there's always two sides to a story. There's usually many sides to a story
Mhm.
because different people see things differently. They've done
Right.
studies that many
I-
people watch a situation
Mhm.
and everyone has a completely different take.
I think that Julia likes to bring the drama. That's my story, and I'm gonna since I don't know her, that's what I'm gonna stick with. So anyway,
She could be a stereotypical homophobe, which means she's a lesbian.
that's true. That is true. That is very true because people accuse you of doing things that they are either doing or want to do.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of men who have been arrested recently.
The RNC,
For
remember?
exactly the same things that they are so upset about.
I
you
know.
Yeah.
Well, the RNC, the Republican National Convention, and Charlie Kirk's celebration funeral, during both those days,
Allegedly.
the gay
Grindr.
dating,
Grindr.
male dating site, Grindr, crashed.
Yeah.
Now, how does it crash during those events in those cities?
It's a miracle. It's a mystery. I don't know. But again, if somebody's accusing you of doing something, they are usually thinking about it themselves. It's true.
And they're trying to take, get rid of all the gay, pro-gay laws and legislation and all of that, when MAGA man is on the down low.
Yep. And, speaking of that, I'm going to go home and accuse my husband of eating chocolate cake. And
I guess you want some chocolate cake.
I guess maybe I do.
I like vanilla.
I just love that, but I love her anyway. When we used to work together at the place where we used to work, they would have birthdays every month, and they would have a chocolate cake and a vanilla cake with like chantilly, cream, and fruit inside. And I would get both because I'm an equal opportunity. And she would only go with the vanilla, and she goes, "I don't even like chocolate." I'm like,
I don't.
What?
Not ice cream either. And that's why I don't eat really candy bars. I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
I like the nutty stuff like paydays.
I like brownies, I like cookies, I like cake.
I love brownies. Brownies are different.
Yes.
Brownies are different.
Brownies are a special thing unto themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm A, and I'm hungry for chocolate.
I'm B. She's gonna make me want some chocolate.
This is Amy Unfiltered.
And we are the aunties. You've asked the aunties.